Passing the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia in 1776, that wasn't the end. There's a lot more going on, and there's something very dire happening in New York. Let's talk about that. In the days following the 4th of July, 1776, Congress was involved very deeply in taking care of the serious logistical problems that George Washington was facing in New York, getting ready to defend that from the British. So much so that every day, it seemed, was another communique from Washington needing guns and shoes and powder and other logistical supplies that are just necessary to keep an army running, plus getting his soldiers paid. All of that was weighing heavily on both George's mind and Washington, New York, and Congress's collective minds in Philadelphia. What Washington was seeing every day, looking out into the harbor, was an ever-growing collection of British ships pulling in for what he knew was an inevitable invasion of New York. And he set about building fortifications and places for gun emplacements, ammo depots, and fighting a lot of people whose short-term enlistments were coming up. So he's got all kind of balls he's juggling to keep us going, and hardly any money to deal with. So, we talked about the stuff going on in Philadelphia, knowing a guy who knows a guy in the shipping to get those supplies to Washington, at least while the harbor is still open. And then later, by cart or road, as they were able. But can you imagine? One of the, it's been said that Washington referred to his views of the harbor as seeing a forest of sails. Probably wasn't far off. There were supposedly some 400 English vessels in the harbor at the time when he said that, while he was thinking about just how dire his situation was. When all those troops come aground or come ashore, he's going to have his hands full, and not having enough bullets like he thought, not having enough cannons and shoes and clothing for his men. He was really, really getting nervous, and he wasn't shy about letting Congress know about it. Our razor today is a custom Jerry Stark razor. It was gifted to me some time ago by a very dear friend of mine. It's a custom made in Arizona. I sent it back to him once. He's kind of gotten out of the razor business, and he worked at a cutlery store. But anyway, before he got out of razor business. I had this razor one last time honed by the maker before he stopped, and I just freshened it up today on a jasper stone just to kind of liven the edge up, and it is sizzlingly sharp. Our soap today is a CBL soap by way of Aubrey's Barbershop in Tucson. Very, very nice soap. A classic barbershop scent. We got a pretty darn good shave out of this thing. Very slick. We'll see how we do, because not only does this alum tell you where you may have nicked yourself, but also takes care of infection and stuff. Kills germs. And I got none. Our aftershave we'll just be using, because I've misplaced the matching aftershave. I like to go matchy-matchy, as you know if you've not seen my shaves for any long time. To be using Aubrey's, I'd like to try and find the right aftershave, but I can't, so we'll be using Lucky Tiger, which is another just classic shaving thing. I'm staying inside today. There's a air quality alert and it's super hot outside. So I'm going to stay inside with you guys and stay out of trouble as best I can. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Major Rich. You find me at shavingconjure.com. Please like, subscribe if you're so inclined. Please leave comments, because I read them all and try to get more ideas on more things as our history starts to ramp up into a hot war for the revolution. And anyway, let's see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.